So hello to everyone who is here. Today we're going to be using this coffee break to recap on best practices for app install campaigns. Obviously during this time, lots of things are changing, and one of that we're seeing is a trend for more and more people spending a lot of time on their phones. So if you are an app advertiser, now's the opportunity to capitalize on this change in culture at this very moment. So we're going to talk a little bit about those app install campaigns and just really what you should have in mind. Thanks for being here, everyone. All right, let me go ahead and share my screen and we will jump in. So we promised you a 15-minute webinar. I've got a lot of content for you today. I'm going to talk kind of fast. Everything will be recorded, so if you miss anything, you can revert back to our YouTube page and you can kind of take a look there. Like I said, we're here to specifically talk about app install campaigns. Feel free, if you have any questions, to drop them in the comments, and as we go along, go ahead and drop any commentary there. So for the newcomers who don't know who Make Me Reach is, we are an all-in-one digital marketing platform for sophisticated advertisers. So within this platform, we're enabling advertisers and agencies to be more productive and to really gain control by simplifying your complex social campaigns, from media planning to campaign creation, reporting, and AI-enabled optimizations. All of your actions are under one roof on Make Me Reach. And at the end, I'll talk about a few things that the Make Me Reach tool helps specifically for app advertisers. So like I mentioned, everything under one roof. That includes the whole process from A to Z on each of the top social networks like we're looking at right here. I'm Nicole. I'm a customer success manager at Make Me Reach. I sit in our New York office. Currently, I'm not in an office, obviously, here at home in New Jersey. So anyone from New Jersey, hello, hello. So let's dig in. Like I mentioned earlier, the culture is changing a little bit right now. Generally, there are, of course, 8 billion people in the world. That's a lot of people. Of that 8 billion, 4.18 billion are mobile users. And as you can imagine right now, that number continues to increase. Normally, we're seeing that adults are spending about 3.5 hours of their day using the internet on their phones. Now, if we think about what we are doing, if you want to tell me in the comments, how are you spending your time at this very moment, go ahead and drop that in. What we're seeing is, in particular, gaming right now is having a really big boom. But if you do think a little bit about what you're doing with your time, I think a lot of my friends have increased their streaming. So a lot of people are on Netflix a whole lot more. I've seen a ton of at-home fitness. So a lot of at-home fitness and well-being apps are on the rise. And then if you think of fun things like House Party or even Ellen DeGeneres' Psych app, highly recommend. Lots of fun to play Psych with your friends. And it's really easy to do from the comfort of your own home. In addition to that, e-commerce, people are surfing the web a little bit more for new outfits as we change into springtime. And then we can also think about delivery services like Grubhub, Seamless, etc. So lots are changing, and there is an opportunity despite the strange time that we're in. So today we want to talk about, here's our little coffee talk chat. First, just an overview of app install campaigns, then we'll get into creative tips. After that, we'll talk a little bit deeper on how you can level up, and then lastly, how Make Me Reach can be a good partner to you. So whether you are familiar with Make Me Reach or not, let's take a look at the details of the social networks that support app install campaigns. So of course, Facebook and Instagram, within that family, they're going to allow you to run app install campaigns so that, one, you can grow your user base, and two, you want to keep them coming back. When we think about app install campaigns specifically, we're kind of getting a little bit further down the marketing funnel. This is just past brand awareness. At this point in time, we're actually asking people to take the next step to install the app. So keep that in mind in your messaging, that we're moving beyond awareness and now we're starting to interact a little bit more with your consumers. Snapchat, of course, another great opportunity to launch your app install campaigns. In addition to that, Google makes it super simple. It's quite dynamic. You more or less add the ingredients. So you have a little bit of a few lines of text, some of your creative assets, and the rest is completely up to Google, and they use their algorithm and machine learning to create the ad for you directly. So that's pretty cool. And then on Twitter as well. If you guys have a preferred or favorite network, I think that's another great thing to drop in the chat right here so that everyone can get a sense of everyone else who's on the line. What are you guys using? What are you seeing success? Rather than just me droning on and telling you all about it. So go ahead and drop that in the chat and we can see what everyone prefers. So then let's talk about how we can bring your app install campaigns to the next level. So once you have the idea of your app install campaigns, I think the most important thing to consider is to install the SDK. Now, it's not necessary. You can, of course, launch your mobile app install campaigns without an SDK, but similar to the Facebook Pixel, what's really lovely about the SDK is now you have a better understanding of what your consumers, what your app users are actually doing within the app. And with this, you'll have better measurement. You'll be able to more intelligently segment your audiences. And now with the SDK in place, you can re-engage audiences based on specific areas that they visit within your app. So the SDK, it's available on Facebook. Outside of that, we highly recommend working with a partner on Google, on Twitter, or on Snapchat, but it's really easy to implement. And if you have any problems, here's another spot where Make Me Reach can come in. We can help you with that mapping of the SDK so that you can track both standard events, what you might think of as the very clear-cut things that someone might do in your app, whether that's adding something to their cart, adding something to a wish list. In the gaming sphere, perhaps it's creating a new account, or perhaps it's achieving a specific level. Right now, it might be great to track who are people that are donating within your app. You want to be able to communicate specifically to people who are making donations after this time, throughout this time. So use those custom events. And in addition to that, you can also, or excuse me, those are the standard events. But in addition to that, you can also have custom events. So if you have something very specific to your business, that's something that you're able to map with the SDK as well. So we recommend 3 of our preferred tracking partners: Adjust, AppsFlyer, and Kochava. All 3 of these will help you to install the SDK, and more importantly, really help you with the understanding attribution. And again, getting into the mindset and into the shoes of your users so that you can understand and track where they are going in your app and what their behaviors are. Again, this is going to let you kind of wink them in the eye next time you're advertising to them, because you have a sense of how your specific users are using your app. A third thing that's really great about working with these attribution partners and these tracking partners that we have is on the Make Me Reach platform, you can actually bring their data in line with all of the other social network data. So in this way, you're able to have a full holistic picture. And on top of that, through our automation center, you can actually adjust and make optimizations to your app install campaigns based on the data of the tracking partners. So that's a really great benefit that Make Me Reach is offering. Now let's talk about another next level thing to really up the ante of your app install campaigns. There is deep linking and there is deferred deep linking. So deep linking, for anyone that is unfamiliar with it, I would say now we're approaching kind of the very next level of the marketing funnel. We have users already, but we want to re-engage with those users in a different way. And so again, using the information from the SDK, you're able to use deep linking, which will allow you to drive the user from your ad to a very specific location within your app. And that way, upon clicking your ad, the user is led to that location and then can live within that familiar realm, or perhaps you want to introduce them to something new within your app that you feel they would be most interested in. Then deferred deep linking. Deferred deep linking is more or less the same concept, but here we want to think about people who may have not downloaded your app yet. Maybe you have a lot of information about these people, perhaps it's a lookalike audience, so you do have a sense of what this audience's mindset is. You want them to download your app first, of course, before taking them to this special section of your app. So deferred deep linking, upon clicking the link, that user will actually be driven to the App Store directly to download the app. And as soon as they open that app, you're going to drive them to that specific location that is advised by this deep linking practice. If you guys have any questions on that, it's something that we can help with, so we can answer. So don't hesitate to answer, to ask in the comments, but even better than that, I'll give you my email at the end of the presentation and you can reach out to me directly. In terms of creative, so no brainer, creative is the #1 most important piece of your ad. It's what the users are seeing, it's what the users are engaging with. So here we see a few of our recommendations of types of creatives to use, whether that's story ads, both on Facebook and Snapchat we're looking at right here. Instant experience is a really great, highly engaging way to communicate with your users. But specifically for apps, I do highly recommend the playable ads. So playable ads is going to give you the opportunity to engage with the user, prove the value, show the value of your app, because the user will actually be participating and playing with the app a little bit. And in addition, it's kind of setting itself aside from all other creatives because it's within the feed, it's directly within the flow, and it brings the consumer a short window of your app. So I really, really do like that one and suggest that one if you haven't used it yet. So for creative considerations, I think it's important for app install campaigns to think about how can you show value, both visually and give a sense of education. Of course, we want to keep it concise. Text is great, but less text is even better. So keep it concise here. The other thing is make it really obvious that it's an app. It might be helpful to kind of put yourself in the consumer's shoes one more time. It's helpful for that quick recognition to say, oh, I see an image. I see that this person's holding a mobile device. This must be an app. So kind of just make that connection for them, make it really easy, and include a mobile device in some of that imagery. And then of course the playable ad, another way to make that click for them. Hey, this is cool. Tap to try. It's something that you can engage with, have fun with, discover new things. So again, that mental connection is really great. Definitely do some split tests. Do plenty of split tests. Don't be afraid to test CTAs, different imageries, different copy points, even the bid type. Make these changes significant. You don't want to run a split test without true significant differences. And from a timing perspective, my tip here would be, based on Facebook's recommendation for split tests, it would be in at least 4 days that you're going to be running this test and no more than 30 days. So let that test run, trust it, and then gather that data. On Make Me Reach, it's really, really simple. And I think some of our Make Me Reach users that have joined us today for the webinar can attest to it. It's very simple to create widgets within the Make Me Reach reporting suite. And those widgets are beautifully used specifically when you are comparing your results to your A/B split tests. So that's a really great perk on Make Me Reach as well. The other thing is, if you're at this time in your business, you're able to offer a promo, or whenever you're running discounts or exciting promotions for your app, make it super obvious. Consumers want to see that, and that will encourage a download as well. Okay, I wanted to dive a little bit deeper into playable ads, and then we're wrapping up really quickly here. I might keep you until 20 minutes, but that I think is a great coffee talk. So here for playable ads, we have these animations where you can see the ad is within the feed, there's a click to play, and you have the experience of participating with the app itself. Now, generally people have thought of playable ads in the gaming space, but in fact, think outside the box. Even if you're not in gaming, there's ways that you can have fun and engage your audience. So for the left-hand side example with Audible, the audience actually scratches off to reveal the book of the day. And we worked with Audible, specifically in France, to run their campaigns to build this playable ad for them. And they saw really, really great results. Great results specifically in later on having in-app purchases. And the reason for that is what we see generally is the playable ads, you're actually getting a more qualified audience. Having that relationship up front, creating that engagement and that participation from the consumer is going to lead to a more high value consumer later on. So another great reason to be using playable ads. And then on the right hand side with Prevalia, we created a really fun memory game, and based on how many cards you were able to match, you actually got a percentage discount for the Privalia outlets. So a really fun and engaging way. Again, it's not necessarily gaming, but we gamified it a little bit, and they saw 43% lower cost per installs by utilizing the Playable ad. All right, one last thing to mention is, okay, this is lovely. How can Make Me Reach help you a little bit more? So on Make Me Reach, in addition to being able to launch all of your campaigns, as I mentioned earlier, under one roof and manage them simply with one single control panel at your fingertips, you're specifically for app campaigns, we've tweaked it a little bit so that you're able to have one simple, single campaign creation flow for both iOS and Android versus having to make one campaign and then the other. In addition to that, I mentioned the third-party data and being able to leverage that within the platform. So you want to create automatic optimizations based on your SDK data, and you can do that through AppsFlyer, Adjust, Kochava that I mentioned earlier. The reporting is another key factor. You want to understand what's resonating best with your audience. On Make Me Reach, it's simple to slice and dice all of the data across all of the networks on the different operating systems, really with a few clicks. And that way, once you have your dashboard, every day you can go in and you can understand within the time it takes for you to drink your coffee, you have a clear picture of what's performing well and the kind of changes that you want to make. And then lastly, we talked a lot about playable ads. Make Me Reach is equipped to help you build those playable ads. We have a team here to ideate, and then our tech team to help with the specifics of the ads themselves. That's all I have for you. Like I mentioned, if you have any questions, do send me an email at nicoler@perion.com. I'll be happy to answer those questions. For the users of Make Me Reach, let me know if you are a user, if you have any feedback, and be healthy, everyone. Stay home. I'm going to leave the chat open just a little bit longer to see if anyone does have any questions. And if not, enjoy the rest of your day, enjoy your weekend, and we'll be back on Monday for another quick coffee break.